Hi everyone, I'm Eve Pearl. I am so excited today. We're gonna do a bridal trial and actually like a bridal type of makeover. I'm here with lovely and beautiful Brandy. How do I know Brandy? I met Brandy many years ago and she was this gorgeous, lovely sales associate and she was the nicest person to me, and now she's here engaged and she's going away. Where are you doing your destination wedding, by the way?
Vieques Island, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, so she's gonna be more tan than she is now, but she was like, and by the way, she already knows what to do. I see her on Facebook looking darn good, crazy poses, but that's okay. And, but you know what, for our wedding day, we all wanna look our best, and I wanna make sure that you feel comfortable. I'm gonna hook you up with some makeup, and whatever I'm gonna use, that's what you're gonna get. That's your bridal gift from the Eve Pearl store to you. And I really hope you have a lovely wedding.
Thank you.
Basically, for all of you guys, this would work for a bridal trial, for a destination wedding, and for yourself. You don't have to make everything complicated. Just have a good time, and at the end of the day, you want to look like yourself on a really good day. Yeah?
Exactly.
Okay, here we go. Sure. All right, I have my little thumb palette. Actually, we call it a finger palette because it can go on many different hands. And this is the little priming moisturizer. So I'm going to start out with a little bit of the priming moisturizer. I love this little black color. Okay, we take a little sponge. So a little bit of this, and this is going to go all over your face. By the way, you can use the priming moisturizer treatment before makeup. You can use it without makeup, and this will help you with treating your skin. And if you're going to get sun damage or whatever, try to, don't get yourself burned. And try to avoid those bathing suit lines. That's like a huge thing.
It's not easy either.
It's not. So you gotta go to a nude beach, or at least wear things that are totally open. Do you know how many destination weddings I've done and there's like burn marks?
Yeah,
So
I'm sure.
just be careful. Burn evenly is all I say, yes. And protect your nose. All right, so you wanna make sure that you put the priming moisturizer on all over your face. There's no silicone in here. I know you said that we're very sensitive, your skin is sensitive. This will be good because it's not gonna clog your pores.
Great.
And looking at your face, we're gonna use the medium. So you're gonna be the medium foundation. And you see we're gonna do the reverse contour. You got here side 1, you got here side 2. And I'm gonna do the basic Eve Pearl method of reverse contouring, okay? Usually what I would do is I would take some of this, and I would, let's see where the palette is that Aina had for me, but I'm gonna use it right from since I'm gonna give this to you, I'm gonna use it right from here. So we're gonna begin. We're gonna take an Eve Pearl brush. We're gonna use the side that says Eve Pearl for the lighter color of the foundation, and the other side of the brush for the darker shade of the foundation. So this way you always know where your foundations are. Okay, so the lighter is on the Eve Pearl side. We're gonna do your eye makeup first. We're gonna go 1, 2, still open, see, just like one little swipe, don't go crazy. And I'm gonna just go right above your eyebrows. When you're doing it yourself, do the entire forehead. The next thing we do, we take a sponge. Now this has been just dampened with water. And by that I mean take a little, if you don't have water near you, have a little bit of a spray bottle and just spray. It's just water. You're gonna have island water. I have New York City water. But you can use whatever favorite water you have and make sure it's not overly wet. So just, I want you to feel it. See, it's kind of semi-damp. Don't be scared of water. And then we're gonna blend everything in. And remember, all of this is high definition makeup, but it also works with your skin. So even if you're gonna be out and perspiring, I don't want you to be worrying about your makeup. I want you to be having a good time.
Perfect.
Yeah, because it's
85, 90 degree weather.
yes, score. Then we're gonna take a dry sponge. And with the dry sponge, we're gonna go to the pressed powder.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna take the pressed powder. I'm gonna take this one right here. And we just go a little bit on both. I just go on both sides. And that's gonna go right onto your eyelid. Oh my God, you know what I wanna use actually? Sorry, I'm old, so I'm crazy. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use our Flawless Face Palette, my favorite palettes. Okay, so this is the powders of the Ultimate Face Palette, and then this is the colors of the Flawless Face Palette. This is the same foundation I just put on you. I think I'm gonna get you these two instead. So disregard everything I just said earlier. We're gonna do this. This has all the colors you're gonna need.
Oh, great.
Okay, so you don't have to think about everything else. Yeah, it's all the
Very
basics,
nice.
and you can use it after your wedding too. All right, here we go. This is called the Ultimate Face Palette. And I'll explain to you what every brush does. This is brush number 103. You're going to start with this brush. You're going to put it on the lightest color of this. Put this right in here. And this is going to go all over your eyelids. This will ensure everything that you put on is going to stay and not go anywhere. Okay, next thing. We take the Black Pearl liquid liner, okay? Don't be scared. Are you someone who's scared of liquid liner?
No, but
Okay, good.
I'm not. I will use it.
Good, 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 good. This is terrific, very easy to use. You're gonna, you know, my suggestion is always to start in the center part, like in the middle part of your eye, until your hand gets used to kind of the liner, because you're like shaky, or you've been drinking too many margaritas or whatever is on that beach. But you wanna just create a thin line here and here. And before I finish out that little feather, I prefer that you open your eye. So open your eye, and then if you look straight ahead, then you know exactly how far you can take it without dragging your eye down.
Okay.
And don't worry, we're not going to keep it all crazy long, but you know, liner is in.
It's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
I love liner.
Lady Gaga brought it back. I mean, it depends on how far you, and we're going to still do it again, but at least it's nice to have a base.
Okay.
The next thing we do, we take our number 105 brush. This is a crease brush. You know, this is kind of, it's like a little thick and chubby, but gives you good control. And we're going to go to the brown color. So we're going to go and grab a bunch of the brown color. Now the reason I do the eye makeup first is this way, whatever falls, let it fall, and we're going to clean it up later. So I'm basically going to start at the outside edge of where that liner went, and then take it a little bit up. And I'm going to go up right to your own natural crease. But if you don't have a natural crease, you want to create a natural crease like halfway up between your liner and your brow. So I'm sort of just taking it right into the natural crease. So open. So you see, just like creating this little, I always call it like a little ballerina eye. That's what we do for the ballerina girls. But inside, we're all a little ballerina girl.
That's
Even the cute boys out there, we're all ballerina girls inside. Believe me, a lot of my guy friends are cuter ballerina girls than I will ever be. And that's okay. I'm not hating.
That is okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the same thing we do on the other side. And don't worry about making it perfect, because I want you to see that, and you can even open your eye a little bit. See, like, even if it's messy, we're gonna, by the time we blend it out, you're not gonna see anything. The key is, I wanna keep a nice area, like a decent sized area for your lid, because I want to add a beautiful shimmer there, our champagne color.
Okay.
All right, so just as long as you got a little bit, it looks
Something.
a little, yeah. And sometimes it looks a little crazy, but don't worry, you just go with it. Then we're gonna go and use, this is a 104 eyeliner brush. It's kind of, it's thin on top, it has a little angle, and we put this the same thing into the brown color. So far we've just been using that brown, and we're gonna take some of this, close one second, and this is gonna go right over your liner
Okay.
on the top edge. This will sort of smoke it out a little
That's
bit.
a nice little trick.
Yeah, because even if you make a mess and your liner is kind of crazy, just put this on there. Yeah. Next step. This is a little number 107 mixer blender brush. Kind of looks like this, little mixer blender. And we're going to take this, and we're going to end up using this gold,
Okay.
but not only the gold. I'm going to take the gold and a little bit of the pink, then back into the gold. Okay, let's keep these open so we can stand this up. My crew left me. Wow. Okay, so we have that here, and that's gonna go right on the edge of where the darker color is and the no color is, and then we're gonna go back and forth right over that crease that we made, and then the outside, and basically over all the shades. So just to gently blend it down, and we'll do the same thing. A little bit of the gold, a little bit of the pink, a little bit of the gold, and that's gonna go right here on the edge. Then on the top crease, back and forth like a little windshield wiper on the outside, and then working it in. I'm going to do it one more time here. Now every time we add some color, we're creating layers, and those layers are going to ensure the makeup doesn't move. Even though right now it feels like I'm taking this off, I'd rather have layers and go over it again than only make it look very soft and it's going to be non-existent. So the key to makeup looking natural but staying is applying several layers of it. So I'm going to do one more layer. of just like the brown. Okay. The next step, we're going to take brush number 108, and it's going to go into the champagne color, the lightest color. And that's going to go on the inner part of the lid. It's going to give a little bit of a shimmer, because shimmer is good. Glitter you want to stay away from, because glitter will fall on your face and then will be there for a long time. Open. So you see then you have a little bit of that shine kind of happening. And we're going to quickly just go over it one more time with the liner. Okay. And now we do eyelashes. We're going to take our 109 eyelashes. These are great because they also come with a little glue.
I love the eyelashes.
Yes. These are, well, listen, you cannot have a bridal day without lashes. I mean, you can, but it's much more fun with lashes because you feel, it's like wearing a push-up bra and heels. It makes you feel a little bit more glamorous. So you always want to measure these. And by the way, you can reuse lashes when they're your own. So first you want to measure it, and then we're going to cut these off. We're going to cut like 3 off the outside because they're too long. A big mistake many women make is they just use the entire strip and they have nowhere to put the end of the lash, and it always looks like a weird caterpillar is growing out of their face. We do not want to be that woman. And when you're opening up the glue, this one, and especially these little ones, they're so overfilled. When you pop it open, the glue kind of comes out everywhere, so just be careful. The same thing with these, like, hold it away from your clothes or something. And I like to have it come out on the nozzle, personally, because then I can control the glue. And go like this. So you just want to get a decent amount, but not like a big, thick wad, just enough so you can sort of go back and forth. But you see, as soon as it starts getting a little tacky, that's when you know that it's ready to go on your eye. Otherwise, it's too wet and then it doesn't dry fast enough. Then, when you're doing this on yourself, you want to take 2 tweezers. That's how I do it anyway. You want to take 2 tweezers because it's hard to get for me, it's hard to get my chubby fingers on there. And you go towards your eye and then you place it.
That's
okay?
the key.
That's the key. It's the 2 tweezers. Otherwise, you can't like shove your fingers in there. But when you're doing it on somebody else, you want to just go and even when you do it on yourself, make sure you use your 2 tweezers. You put it down close to your lashes as possible. And the key is first just to get it on there and then open your eye. The reason you want to open your eye is if you don't, you might stick your eyes together, which will happen, but don't panic. You just spread them apart. Then you gently see how I'm gently kind of pushing this down? Because I want this lash to dry in this kind of weird state, and it's going to feel odd until I attach your lashes. So if you turn your head a little bit, and you'll be able to see later in your video that this is how you want this to dry. Thank you. And while that one is drying, we'll do the other one. And usually for most people, unless you know that your eyes are very different, because many of us have different size eyes, but usually if your size eyes are around the same, you can just cut the same number and always cut them off the end. Like for you, I'm going to give you these and you can reuse them as much as you want, because I actually like lashes the second or third time you use them because they already have some mascara on them.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Less work.
Less work. One coat will do it, yeah. And it doesn't look overly done. And all you do when you reuse them is just like you peel off the excess glue. But see, just put it thin. And I like using the black more than the clear or the white because
I've never known the rust black.
there you go. And you know what? I'm not going to go there. I was going to say, you know what they say, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You know what happens? It's really late here in New York City. It's Friday night. It's really late on no
Very
sleep,
late.
and no sleep
And
is
no
like
dinner yet.
yeah, no dinner. And she brings us cupcakes, and we're like on a sugar high, and we're gonna eat every one of them. But the good thing about the black glue is it's great when it's wet, but it's gonna dry matte black as this tube. That's why I really prefer it, and it's never gonna have like a weird shine or anything. So, and that's what a whole wedding party should be, by the way. It should be fun. I don't want you guys stressing out. And the same thing with applying makeup. It should not be a stressful situation. Like this lash is too long. But if you leave your lash too long, make sure that your liner is long, and you just go up the length of the liner. And we'll see if we're going to trim it open. It's a little long, but that's okay. We'll see. We will not let her look like a drag queen. It's not that type of video. But I will make a drag. I am doing a drag queen video soon.
Are you?
I'm looking for cute guys or guys who want to be cute. So I'm looking to do a drag queen. So if you're in the New York City area, you want to be part of the drag queen collection, come on by, give us a call, or email us, Eve, or contact at Eve Pearl. Yeah, after a certain hour, we get a little loopy around here. So sorry. That hour would be.
Is it fun?
Yes, and we're fun. We're fun folks. We're gonna go back to that same little palette. This is the number 109 Spoolie eyebrow brush. I'm gonna go to this brown color right here, same brown color. I'm gonna brush this up first, and we're gonna start the first placement. See, I only kind of did it like too gentle. And you see where your arch is right here?
Yeah.
Start right there and stay above your brows.
This is always what I have trouble with. It's trying to get them as even as possible.
Well, if you stay right above your brow area and first do the arch, you know, then you like see how, and you can just gently work your way. I always prefer starting from here, because if you get this part right, then just the remainder of whatever's left on your brush, you can just go into, like, see right here, you have a little bit of space. So just use the excess and just tiny little. And the great thing when you're traveling, you could just have the one palette.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. I know. This was one of my
Yeah, it's like
most
such a little handy thing to have.
favorite.
All in one.
Yeah, all in one. That's how I travel now, only with this one thing. Because you got to pack your bathing suits, your little
Yeah.
nighties. Oh, you're not going to wear anything. You have to pack nothing.
The nude beach, remember?
The nude beach, right. But you know, you'll end up wearing the same clothes over and over.
Yeah.
But you're destined to overpack, because we're
Women
girls.
always do.
Yeah. We have to. We would not be there. Okay, so that was simple. So we use just the brown. In the meantime, now your eyelashes would have dried. So I'm actually going to give you this one, because we have mascaras now. We're going to take the mascara.
Mascara is also one of my favorite things.
Well, you're going to get, hopefully the Eve
Love
Pearl
it.
ones will be your favorite things. The way to attach this is I'm going to put my finger right over your
Okay.
eyelashes right here, and then I'm going to sweep them together. So when you're doing it on yourself, you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to do this to yourself. When I'm doing it to you, you're going to look down for a moment. But basically, the goal here is to use your finger to basically force your lashes and the fake lashes to join. And you want to make sure that your mascara is good and moist, so when you open, it's like one beautiful lash. And the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to give Randy this mascara, so I'm using it right from here. If you're doing it on somebody else who you're not going to give this to, do not use it right from the thing. So you see, by the way, it pays to be nice to people that come and shop with you. Doesn't matter if they're buying a lot of stuff or not. She was the sweetest sales associate at one of like the stores, those lady stores, you know, and she always took good care of me. And now you
Thank
see,
you.
it comes back to you. So good karma will always come back.
It's always fun too.
Because you were great. Well, it's nice when you enjoy what you do. Doesn't matter what we do.
And the
You-
people who come and shop
Yeah.
though, because sometimes you don't get nice customers, and that's never fun. So.
So if you're a customer out there, be nice. Because good karma, I mean, there's no
That's
need
so
not to be
true.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're going to spread love slowly, but we're going to make it happen. We're going to go back to the liner. This is very important when you're using fake lashes, because
Yeah.
sometimes you see like where the lash ends. So the way you hide that is you take the liner, and you're going to, when you're doing it to yourself, you're going to look in the mirror this way, but when I do it, you look right here where my hand is, and then I'm going to just put liner right in here. So you see how that just gives you one
Yep.
beautiful line? And if you messed up with glue or anything over, you can always just take the liner, even though we didn't, but I'm gonna just show you how to do that. You can always just take the liner and go over the top edge. Try to keep it thin, try not to make it too thick, but if you do, then go with it, as though you meant to. So look over here for 1 sec. We're gonna do, and all you're doing is like just tapping it, just so you get a really lovely thin line. There you go. So It's looking clean and lovely. I'm going to do one more coat of mascara. Can never be.
Gotta love that.
Gotta love the mascara. But now when you reuse these, they'll already have some mascara on them, so it'll be perfect.
There you go.
And this is what's attaching the lashes. So sometimes you might need to use like the front of it to make sure that it attaches. Especially if you've got unruly or really straight lashes. Yours are cooperative. They are cooperating. Okay, open. And that should feel nicer. It looks, you will look like a very natural.
What's the difference between putting mascara on the top of the lashes versus underneath? Because I know
People put over.
some women do it on the top and then some women do it under.
That's a very good question. So if you know what that does? Because sometimes the top edge, there's not enough. So if you want to make sure you have enough, you can also do the same thing, and do it on the top edge.
Okay.
So you get coverage on both sides. Open, and then if you got little clumpies, but be careful about your fingers. So if you got mascara on your fingers, wipe it off before putting it on your face because it won't come off. Then you're going to be in big trouble. So wipe off your fingers. See, now it's stuck. This is not waterproof mascara, but it's like water. It stays.
Okay, great. So if I cry on the wedding day, I'll
It'll
be
fine. Yeah, it will not move until you take it off, but it's not waterproof. I mean, we don't. Yeah.
A couple of tears here and there will not hurt me at all.
No.
Because I know it's going to come.
Yeah, and it should. You're entitled to.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take a little bit more of the priming moisturizer, and we're going to wipe any of the excess in case there is.
Feels great.
Yeah, the priming moisturizer treatment is amazing. You're going to love it, and even your fiance can use this, and if you want to share
Oh, he will
with
use
him,
it.
yeah. Men love
He
this.
loves that kind
It's
of
like a
stuff.
terrific thing for men. It will treat their skin. So now I'm going to show you how to use this palette because this is the one actually I'm going to give you. I like this one for your traveling. We're taking the foundation brush and we're going to go the same technique. This one has the light. This one has the side 1. This one has the side 2. So we're going to grab the side 2 and we're going to, so the darker color, you're going to smile. That's how you know where the side 2 goes. I'm going to do half of your face first just so you see the difference. So the side 2 is going to go here, and it's going to go here. And if you have anything that comes up, like any blemish, it goes over the blemish area. And if you're going to be sunburned here, the darker color, not the lighter color.
Oh, okay.
The lighter color is going to go right underneath. As you're smiling, you see how crazy that looks, but it's going to give you this great little, it's going to make your cheekbone really stand out.
Great.
And then we're going to take a concealer brush, and we're going to, this is the salmon concealer colors, okay? This is foundation, full size. This is salmon concealer. This is the medium. This is the light. This is a little blush. And this is a mattifier and an illuminator. So if you want to be illuminating, we'll illuminate you later. But now we're going to take a little bit of the concealer medium, and that's going to go right here. And we're going to take a little bit of salmon concealer light, and that's going to go on the inner and right on the outer part of your eye. We're going to go back to our little spongy. And I'm going to just blend this down. And if you notice, I start on the bottom part of your face first, because the more water is on the sponge, the more it's going to become sheer. And here your skin is already kind of flawless and you want it to be close to the color of your neck. I'm making you slightly darker now because when you are going to be away on your trip, you're going to be darker. So I'm darkening you right now because that's what you're going to be getting. So if you know you're going to a destination wedding and you're getting makeup for, open your eyes, make sure that you're prepared and you take the right shades with you. Otherwise you'll go away and you're going to have all your light color foundations, and by the time you're married, you're like a whole different shade. Happens often, yeah. So you see how beautiful and flawless it's making your skin?
Yeah, very smooth looking.
Nice. And I'm going to put a little bit of this, not this blush. I'm going to put a little bit of this blush. This is our 120 brush, tiny little brush. I'm going to put it into this blush. So I'm going to go like couple little dabs, and then you smile, and that's going to go right here. And if you see, I'm just kind of working it. And this will just look like your natural.
Yeah, it's a very nice color.
Yeah, very, very natural.
Yeah.
We're going to keep you a natural beauty. They're going to think you just rolled out of bed. But it gives you just like a beautiful glow. So look at the half of your face this side and the other side. It's just like nice and that's what we're going to do. Completely different, but still you. So now we're going to duplicate on the other side so you won't miss it.
Okay.
Side 1 on the Eve Pearl side of the brush, side 2 on the other side of the brush. We start with you smiling because here's all the redness and everything. That's exactly where, when you're going to get your sunburn, it's going to be here, or sun color, I shouldn't say burn. And here on your forehead and on your chin. And then right underneath, you're going to put the lighter color, the side 1.
Yeah.
Boom. And then we're going to take our salmon concealer. We're going to take the medium. That's going to go right underneath right here. And then we're going to put the light right in here and right out here. We take the sponge and we blend everything in. And be careful when you're doing things around the eyes. Like, don't be mashing your eyes. I see sometimes women, they're so rough on themselves. Save the hostility for somebody else, not yourself. Save it when you're cleaning. A lot of good hostility. Yeah, you know,
you'll clean
seriously.
even better.
Yeah. When you're hostile and you're cleaning, you really scrub.
Really clean.
Yeah. All the good stories.
We'll talk about those
We'll
later.
talk, yes. You're going to have new ones to build, so.
That's true.
We're going to go back to the 120 brush and just a little bit of the blush. And then you smile just like you are, and you see you put it right on the apple, and then you work it back. And the great thing with this brush is you don't really need a sponge if you don't want to, so you could just brush it in, and it ends up looking like your natural.
Yeah.
And we'll just blend it down though. And if you want more coverage, you can even use the same brush. You can use the same brush for a little bit more coverage if you want. Like, let's say I want to have a tiny bit more coverage right here because you have a little more freckles. I mean, I love freckles,
Yeah.
but if you want to cover them, at least you'll know how to do it. You could do it just with this brush.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to put a tiny bit of color right above your lip area. Just use up whatever you have. We can't let foundation go to waste. And then if you have a tiny little mark that comes out, you can take any one of the brushes that you have and just use the tip of the brush, and then it'll be gone.
Wow.
Okay, so now we powder. We're going to take our powder palette, take a little powder puff. By the way, this is
I
these
love
are
that.
yeah, these are terrific. They're washable or reusable, and they're like nice and puffy. Some things are like nice and puffy. Like I like my pillows nice and puffy. I don't like my belly puffy, but
I know.
it does get puffy. Oh, make sure you eat on your wedding day, because if you don't eat, then you drink and you get drunk right away.
Yep.
And then your stomach just bloats up. So just like eat little things seriously throughout the day.
I'll try my best. We're doing shots though for the toast. We're not doing champagne.
Okay, good, because you know what?
So I think I
But
might
you
be
need to
in
be,
trouble.
yeah, but you really need to eat. You need to have something in your stomach, because everyone always like, oh no, I can't, I'm too nervous. Like,
Yeah.
eat. You have to like force yourself to eat. So whoever's going with you and whoever's your bridesmaid, tell her to force you. Even if you tell her no, tell her to like put little niblets of something in your mouth.
a good
Seriously,
idea.
not too much sugar.
Yeah,
Or like
and
food.
the sun too will drain you. So a lot
Yeah,
of
and drink.
water.
Yeah. We're gonna take our fan brush, and we're gonna use these two beautiful colors here. Now look, you're gonna be darker, so you can just use these two colors. But if someone is lighter, you can go these two colors and a little bit of this together. And we're gonna start from here and take it all the way up in here, and the same thing we do here, and we'll do a little bit right. And I like using the fan brush because it doesn't put too much color, but
Yeah.
and you could definitely build it. You could always add more. And if you are sunburned, like let's say your chest is red and your body's gonna be red. If your whole body is red, you're gonna have to kind of take some color and put it all over your face. you really do, because you
Okay.
can't have your face being
Right.
like
One color.
beigey and the rest of your body is sunburned red, unless you're gonna put color all over your body. But if you are sunburned, just like put something, don't go crazy. Just put a little color on your nose, on your cheeks. Make sure you put some color on your chin. Just color yourself, just make yourself strategically place the colors.
Color looks good on in photos too, right?
Yes,
So
yes, 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 yes.
the more the better.
The more the better. The next thing we're gonna take pencil. This is black, and we're gonna do this. I don't know if you're an inside liner or an outside liner.
I'm both actually.
So you could do whatever makes you comfortable. And even if you make this a little thicker, I'm gonna show you how to soften it up.
Okay.
All right, so look straight ahead for a sec. So we're gonna do this. It's a little harsh right now, but we're going to soften it up in a moment. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Because if you're usually like a makeup wearer, you know, you still wanna look like yourself. So do your look.
Yeah, that's always the big question. Because if you wear eyeliner on the bottom, a lot of women I feel like they shouldn't.
Because they have too much on. So this is what
Yeah,
happens when you
but
have too much on.
I love the eye makeup, so I'm not afraid of it.
And you look great with eye makeup, but I wouldn't leave this much. Because a lot of women just
Yeah.
put on this like a big crazy mush and leave it. We don't want to leave a crazy mush. So we're going to go back to the same one palette.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go to this little gold color.
Mhm.
This is our 106 definer. Just to the gold color right here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go right underneath the edge of this black. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a barrier so the liner is never going to go anywhere. It's like powdering there. And two, it's going to soften it up.
Oh yeah.
And it will look beautiful in photos and in real life as well. So the same thing here. That means no matter how crazy you make your eyeliner look, you just can clean it up with this gold, little bronzy color. If you feel like, oh, I've taken a little too much, I want to show you the other little trick. Take some water, and you can spray a little bit of water right here on the edge. Boom. You could take the same brush that you just used and put it right in here, and go back into the brown, let's say. And let's say I want to make this a little bit more defined. You can go to the brown and the gold together, and just create a little swishy. So a little bit of the brown, a little bit of the gold. And obviously play with this stuff before your wedding day, so try not to do
Right.
crazy things on the wedding day. I mean, you'll be doing enough crazy
Imagine.
things. Oh, please, there's crazy stories. Don't put self-tanner on the day before your wedding day.
No, that's not happening.
Don't get your eyebrows waxed. Don't get anything waxed
Yeah.
right before
I was
your
just
wedding
gonna
day.
say.
Yeah, because, yeah. There won't be much you want to do. Okay, so that's basically your eye. Now we want to kind of close up the eye makeup. We're going to go back to the little mixer blender. We're going to go to this pink color by itself, and I'm going to go right on the top area, and I'm going to just take this out a little bit.
Oh, it's really soft. It's
So
very
it softens it up right on the top area, and we're just going to take everything up, and it also brings it together with all the other
Yeah.
colors. And then it's completely up to you on how much makeup you want. First thing I'm going to do is going to this is back, just using the pressed powder colors right underneath the brow bone. Just so, because most of us will go too high with our blush color. At this point, it's totally up to you on how much you want to add of the darker. If you want to make your eyes a little bit more popped out, I'm going to take a little bit more of this water if I want to, or just go right into the brown by itself. And I'm going to go right on the outside edge and just give a tiny bit more oomph, because your eyes are very strong. Like, you have beautiful dramatic eyes that you can't put more makeup on, you know, and it's not going to look overly harsh. So we're going to put a little bit here, I'm going to put a little bit more here, and the same thing on the other side. But that's why a bridal trial is important, because this is a time, whether you're doing it on yourself or somebody else is doing it on you, it's a good time to sort of play around and see what works. And also, don't forget to try to take a photo and see how you look in the photo. Okay, open. Okay, so we took that out. If you went out too far, if you made it too dark, don't panic. You can always just go back to your little mixer blender, grab a little bit of the gold color, because that gold bronzer is like a little eraser. So anything you do that you don't like, just go back to the gold and erase it. And
These colors are stunning together.
well, thank you. And you can use them
They're
all
really nice.
all around. I'm going to put a little more color on your cheeks. Yeah, this is our basic palette that will work for everything and everybody.
I think I should go out tonight.
I think you should.
I was gonna go home, but
Oh, are you crazy?
Go out on a date with my fiance.
You know, she just brought up a very important point. When you do get your bridal trial done, do it on a day that you have to go out somewhere.
Okay.
Try to do it on a party night, really, because you want to make sure that it lasts. So go dancing, you know, go have some fun, make sure it still stays on, because that's a key. Sometimes you have beautiful makeup and it's not going to stay. So that's the other test that you have to see what stays, what doesn't stay.
Yeah.
I mean, your makeup will stay, but it's very important to do that. Go out, don't just go home.
Yeah, that's a good
But if you do go home, go to sleep with your makeup and make sure it's still on tomorrow. Clothes, but you need it to be long lasting. Makeup needs to, for your wedding day, needs to last you for many, many, many hours. This is the Cosmo pencil. And I'm just rounding off and just going slightly higher than your lip, but still not crazy. And then doing the bottom lip, sort of rounding it off down here. Oh, I have to give you our favorite color, my Enchanted. Enchanted because you are enchanted. Pardon my butt, I'm gonna reach over, eeks, and this will be yours. This is our favorite bridal color, called Enchanted. And then this will be yours. Boom. Boom. I'll take it right from here. So now now that I've ruined it, I have to give it to you. Yay. So we grab some color and that goes right on your lips. Oh, and you're gonna also get the, no, I don't know if I should give you, let me see, the baby doll or the Hey Sexy, we'll see. Are you usually a pinky girl or a peachy girl? You like pink? I'll show you the two colors.
I like really bright pinks,
Oh.
but peaches are very natural too. Pinks are like, you want to make a little bit of a statement.
Let's see, I'll let you choose.
Either one.
This is Hey Sexy. And this is Baby Doll. So Hey Sexy or Baby Doll? What do you guys
I
think?
like this one.
See, I was thinking the pinky. That's why I said Baby Doll. You're a Baby Doll girl, so this will be yours too. You're getting lots of goodies today, aren't you? This will be yours now. Because you know why you have to put this on? Because it's sweet and delicious. So when you kiss your man when he's your husband for the first time, you will always remember. How does that taste?
Very good. Very light. It's a
Yeah,
light
yeah, it's
taste.
not. It's yeah, no,
Yeah, it's not like
no,
sticky.
no goopy. Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want him to remember you as goopy. You want him to remember you as sweet, light, and tasty. So this is a mascara. This is a little. You don't need this when you're doing lashes on yourself, mascara on yourself. You don't need this unless you make a huge mess. But makeup artists, we use this to put mascara on the bottom lashes. Now, I've got some mascara on her face. This is yours too. You get lots of gifts today. And if you should get mascara on your face, which I have to admit I do.
often.
Yeah, I do as well when I do it on myself. But that's why I do the eye makeup first. But I always put mascara on again. So if you do, go back to your 106 brush, back into the little gold color, and go right where you've mascaraed yourself. And this will just wipe it off. I mean, you're not wiping it off. You're actually just going over it, but it goes right over it and it becomes non-existent. Okay. It's,
See, I've learned a lot because usually I do my face makeup first and then my eyes last. But now I know.
and then what happens? Everything, you try to prevent it from falling, you
Then you
like
have to
waste
get it
all
off,
this
yeah.
time. So we don't have time to waste time. You know, this was with me chit-chatting. We did it pretty fast, right? In a
Yeah, I
very
think
short
so.
amount of time. But when you're doing it on yourself, it will be so quick. Your makeup, even for your wedding day, should not take you more than like 15, 20 minutes.
Let's hope not.
No, plus you're beautiful, but what do you need? So what I'm looking for right now is my little brow. No, I can't buy, I'll just use this. I'm gonna make your brows a little bit more intense.
Okay.
This would be the wrong palette. See, even as a blind makeup artist, if I can do this, I always say everybody can do this. I'm gonna take the little liner brush, or you can take your spoolie, but I can't find mine, so I'm gonna use this. But now, when you're going with colors after your face is on, don't just put it on. So you see, I'm taking it now and I'm making sure there's no extra. And I'm gonna just make this a tiny drop more intense, and I'm gonna just take your brows out a little bit more. Because you got gorgeous, gorgeous brows.
But no hair.
Hey,
The hair doesn't want to grow.
well,
That's why we do this.
that's why we do this. Well, usually the hair just grows in places we don't want it to grow.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we do the other side. And don't worry about making them exactly even. None of us have perfectly symmetrical anything. I mean, try to even things out as much as possible, but don't make yourself crazy. Because no one but you is going to notice it.
Right.
Everyone else is too busy with their own craziness. Okay, touch your face. How does your skin feel? How do you feel about yourself? Don't be scared. I want you to go like
really,
this.
Like actually really smooth.
So in general, don't be scared to touch your face. Don't be scared to kiss people. You got to
Yeah.
kiss and hug. So your makeup has to withstand everything. Seriously.
It feels good.
It should terrific. I'm not going to put any shine on you, but
Okay.
in here, if you wanted to, like have something that was a little bit more dewy. If you're a dewy girl, you could take a little bit of this, and let's say, do you like shimmer or shine, or not really?
Yes,
Okay.
not in the hot dead of summer, but
If you want a little bit of the shine, I'm taking the same little
Yeah.
brush, and if you just put this right, you can do this before or after. This can go also on your eyes, but this will give you just a really nice dewy.
okay.
Like a
I
dewy
like that,
finish.
actually. I could see it.
Yeah, and it's terrific. You know, some like brides love this. I would much rather use this than a lot of those shiny, shimmery powders because
Yeah.
they're weird and glittery. But this will give you just a nice dewy. So you could do this anywhere around. And basically, I mean, don't be scared to touch your face. Make sure that everything's gonna last. You could never have enough mascara, so we could put that on again one more time.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna do a little bit, one more last touch for your lips to even them out because I don't think I made them, I think I could have crookeded you out. So when you're finished with your lipstick, you can close your mouth and then make sure that both of your little hearts there. So we want to even everything out. And don't be scared, just this bottom area to take it down a little further. Boom. Alrighty, well, and your bridal look is complete, but I want to see you in your full outfit. Will you go put on one of the outfits you're wearing?
Sure.
Okay, we'll see you in a minute.
Great.
Okay. But, oh, look how beautiful you look. Look, you are hot. How do you feel?
I feel great.
All right, let's see what's, your hair's up. You can wear it up, you can wear it down. Let's see what
Down, I'm gonna go out tonight on a date.
uh-huh.
Beyonce.
You are
Go
good
my
to
makeup makeover.
You are good to go. Well, what do you guys, hold on, let me go over there as I go, as I'm looking all crazy and short with my flats. And look at how beautiful she is. You look
Thank
amazing.
you.
Have a great time on your trip. Okay,
Thank
enjoy.
you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
best.
And enjoy all your wedding days, okay? Enjoy the whole experience. Have fun.
It'll be great.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. That was it.
Great.
Yay.
Exciting.